Are you looking for a stand for the MPC One? On this channel, I've done a lot of videos about the MPC One, and I keep getting the same question over and over. One of the questions is, can you talk about the stand that you're using in your videos? This video is going to cover the stand that I'm using inside of my videos for the MPC One. It's actually an Amazon Basics stand, very simple stand that I bought off Amazon.com. I will leave a link for it in the description of this video, and I'm going to talk about that stand in this video. Check it out. So Kid Latour says, could you talk a little bit about the stand you are using? I find it hard to find the right stand for the MPC One. Does the pieces stopping the MPC from sliding towards you cover up the SD card slot and or the headphone jack? Thanks for the great introduction. All right, so this was on one of my MPC One videos. So I'm going to address all this right now. Again, I said this is the Amazon Basics laptop stand. That's all it is, okay? So if you look, I'm going to take the MPC One off of here. This is what it is. Amazon Basics. It's got the holes, it's, vented, everything like that. All right. Now, you can see that I can put this at different angles, which is a really nice thing about this particular stand. All right. So this is the steepest angle. And then, there are a few different angles. Okay. Oh, that one there. And then right there. And then, you could put it all the way like that too and make it the flattest angle there. Now, the good thing about that is the MPC One is flat. So it's really not that great for you whenever you're trying to look at it, obviously, because the screen's flat. Everything's flat about it. But when you put it on the stand, it kind of angles that screen and gives you a better viewing angle. And this is why I use this a lot. Okay. And it really helps, the strain on the eyes because you don't have to look down and bend your neck. Helps with your body mechanics as well, just how you're sitting and everything. Now, this thing's pretty cool. So let me address some of the questions. The question was, does the piece stopping the MPC One from sliding toward you cover up the SD card slot and or the headphone jack? So let me show you that. All right, so it really depends on how you put this on here. So you can see there are these pieces in the front of this stand that keep it from sliding down, and actually does hold it in place nicely. It is solid, so I could bang on this thing and it doesn't really move. Okay, and but the thing they were asking is, does it cover the SD card slot? So you can see there's a thing right here and a thing right there that keeps the MPC One from sliding, and there's rubber on here as well. If you probably are not able to see that, but there is rubber here. But if you look at it, you can see that it doesn't really cover the SD card slot if you keep it like this, which is kind of centered. If you put it centered on there, it doesn't really cover the SD card slot. Now, if you look right here, there's a spot for your headphones. I could plug the headphones in it fine like that. Now, if your headphone plug is real thick, you might have issues with it right there. So if you did have issues with it, you just slide it over a little bit, and then you're good like that. Okay, you just kind of off-center it by a little bit, maybe a centimeter, and then, you don't have any problems with the headphone jack. But generally speaking, I don't have any problem with it anyway. So there you go in that regard. And then this is what it would look like if it was off-centered a little bit. Okay, in case your headphone cable is real thick, if you put it off-center, this is what it would look like that. All right, this is it centered right there. Okay, I have that plugged in, and let me put my headphones on. All right, and you can see that it works just fine. I'm going to put it towards me so you can see. I'm going to play the drums a little bit so you can see how much it moves and everything. So you can see I can play the drums on there and it works just fine. Now I will say this is probably not for a finger drummer because I think finger drummers do want it on a different angle. But if you're just making beats, the pads are fine like they are. All right, and this is kind of what it looks like on the side here. So you can see it's about the same length of the MPC. The actual stand goes past it by like a couple millimeters. All right, on the rear here. Nothing in the back is blocked. All right, so all the ports are accessible. And you can see right there, everything's accessible in the back. Okay, and that's pretty much it. This is a decent stand right here. You know, this is actually the second stand I bought. So I can put two of these side by side, and I can put my Ableton Push next to my MPC-1, and it makes a nice combination. So I really enjoy this stand. I don't have any issues with it personally. It might be a good fit for you. If so, I'll leave a link in the description. If you have any more questions, again, let me know in the comments. If you want more videos about the MPC, remember to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap the screen over here. It's going to take you to a playlist with some MPC-1 videos. If you have not seen those yet, go ahead and check those out. My name's Matthew. Continue creating music. We'll talk soon.